Joined by Washburn women's basketball coach Ron McHenry here as we continue on with our virtual auction inside of the beautiful McPherson room here in the Petro Allied Health Center. Ronnie Mack, year 21, and it's going to be probably one of the most bizarre years you've been a part of. And obviously you played here, and you were a golf coach here, and an assistant coach with Coach Chipman, and now women's basketball. And so, you know, we don't know the fate of your season until after October the 1st. So how do you approach fall and, you know, working out with the young women?
Well, I hope they go, just let us plan like we would be starting our normal October 15th regular practice, and let us work into, you know, we have an exhibition game against Kansas on November 1st or somewhere in there. So, I mean, I hope that they allow us just to go ahead and, you know, prepare like we're going to start the season like it was before the decision not to have any fall sports. But we'll see how that goes. It might be where they kick us back into January. But we'll go to hopefully they'll give us the 8 hours a week, and we'll be able to practice just like normal lifting training. And then with that 8 hours, you get 2 hours a week where you can do individual workouts or practices. So if they allow that to happen starting September 1, then we'll go on just like normal, like we were trying to get to on October 15th, where we start regular practices, and then, you know, go on into exhibition games. And then the regular season would start just a little bit later than normal. You do normally start that first weekend in November, but I think our first game's in the 19th area. So we'll go on just like normal unless they tell us something different by not allowing us to have 8 hours earlier, the September 1 date. But we're planning on going just like normal and trying to get ready, prepare for the October 15th start practice, and then the November game start.
And you have some seniors you'll rely on, but none maybe more experienced than Hunter Bentley, a young woman who's been a really good player with the program and somebody that you really need to be a leader through this period.
Yeah, I'm not sure that I've ever designated a captain, but definitely this year Hunter would be our captain, and she'll have a lot of responsibilities. Not only being a great player, which I think she's really one of those players that people look at and don't really understand what she does. You know, they'll look at stats, maybe scoring stats, and she scores a good number, but she does so many other things for us, and she can play multiple positions. But she's one of those appreciated by a lot of people, players. I think she's one of the top 10 kids in the MIAA last year. We had that team with a lot of talented kids who can score and play, and you know, Hunter is one of those players that we had to have play well for us to win games in the MIAA. She's that type of player. So yeah, I mean, we've talked with her. You know, her scoring role will have to go up. She'll have to get more shots up. Hunter is a select shooter who shoots when she thinks she should be shooting, but for us, losing the scoring we had from last year, we're going to need her to score differently. And I think she's ready for that. You know, if you told somebody they can't shoot as much, they may not be ready for that. But if you tell them, hey, you need to get more shots up, being less selective, I think Hunter will appreciate that and be able to handle that very well. And she's a good leader. She's one that all the young players, we have a lot of young players in this team, look up to. And when she says something, they can respond to her because she has that, you know, carry to her. She just has that. And she has all the experience of the league and 3 years of playing here in the program. So she knows what it takes, and she'll be counted on to be more of a leader, you know, more of a mentor to people, the young players, but also for us to score. And so her role will change a lot, and she's very capable of handling that.
Well, tonight's virtual auction, it takes the place of what we would have done last spring, as well as our kickoff barbecue, where we sit and talk to the 1,000 that gather in Lee Arena. And you're going to play golf with us next week. We appreciate you teaming up with some folks and helping us to raise money. But anything you'd like to tell Ichabod Nation tonight?
Well, try to outbid my wife. I don't know if she's on there name-wise. I don't know. She may just have a number, but she's enjoyed this. It was one of the biggest days of her, you know, of the year, which is kind of crazy, was to go up to the auction.
Thanks, Mish.
But she is working this virtual auction very well. She'll text me with she got outbid, or she can't win. She thinks it's winning. I said it is winning, but so she's doing it well. But it's a big part. You know, we're trying to fundraise for things that we think are very important in our program, and the golf tournament and the auction bring that money that we try to use for fifth-year programs and additional ways to money ways to give all of our athletes the opportunity to get out of here with a degree. Most of them get out of here, but it's a little easier when somebody's helping you pay part of it on the way out the door. And you say, well, why can't they get done in 4 years? Well, there's a lot of time constraints on these players, these athletes. And so they have to be very careful about the number of hours they're taking. So some of them do get into that 5th year, and because of where they're playing athletics at the same time in sports. And so it's a big part, it's a big recruiting part of our program and then the athletic department total, to be able to sell a player that's coming in, okay, we'll do it this way. You may need to get into that 5th year, either this fall or spring, fall for sure, but we'll help you with that. And that's a big part when they're trying to make a decision where to go to. So it's a huge part to our program and a huge part to the athletic department. And this is it pretty much, where we try to generate most of our money to do this. And I know it's a weird year, but you're still donating to what the purpose of it was, and it's a great purpose, and it's a huge part. And that's where our athletic department has been able to probably exceed over a lot of other programs in the MIAA. Some already have a 5th year program, but not all of them by no means. And so when you're running there with the 5th year program, not only does it help in recruiting, it helps the players get to their degrees, but it's a big tell of what our athletic department is trying to do on the high end of our league.
Ron, thanks for joining us. We hope we get to see you coaching on the sideline this year.
Well, we will at some point. When it happens, I'm pretty sure it'll happen, and we're planning on being ready to get after it.
Good luck.
Thanks, Bruce.